State Esports Arena here. Tonight we have a doubleheader going at us for today with some Boise State RL, Rocket League in the NACE division, where we're throwing it back a bit. We're going back in time. We're turning our little time machine, going back to March 13th, where we're going to be looking at our first matchup against West Cliff Warriors in the NACE matchup, where it was the second to last team that would be facing as we prepared for playoffs starting this Monday. We're going to go back and take a look at these matches that we didn't quite get to cover on the mainstream, but I am your host, Colin Drunken, and joining me on the desk call of the action is Noah Gadara. And going back, looking at these games, it's not really live, right? It's not exactly what we're used to, but the Broncos are getting set for playoffs. Are these necessarily matches you think they need to keep in mind, or sort of, they're in the past, move on sort of idea?
Well, they're week 6, week 7 matches, so definitely going into playoffs, they need to take their performance and they need to either improve on it, depending on what we see, whether it's a victory, or they need to, take some notes if they suffer defeat. And so we'll just have to see going into West Cliff how the Broncos actually do perform, and then we do actually have another match to broadcast after that as well.
Yep, we have a little bit of doubleheader going for us today, and that's some advice that we have up on the desk for us. But we also have advice from the one and only Docs, who has Doc's keys to the game in Rocket League to set the play style, understand rotations, play to follow up, and have those sweaty comps. Doc's keys to the game are brought to us by Dropping Gaming. Dropping Gaming is a premier online platform for gamers to see competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or seasoned veteran, Dropping Gaming is the right games and competitions for you to begin your competitive journey. Go in and sign up at dropingaming.com.
Definitely excited to see how the Broncos actually had performed in these matches. It's not as exciting as if it were live, but it's always good to go back and kind of do a little bit of an analysis. And sometimes hindsight is good to just say, okay, this is how we were a month ago, and this is us now, and heading into playoffs, thinking about, well, we 4-0'd this team, or we took a narrow defeat. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to go back and look on it. Much like other teams that tend to do VOD reviews, go back as a team, they look at stuff, do things like that. We're doing that naturally for you viewers so that we can get sort of a more clear vision of how the regular season went for the Broncos and exactly how that shaped up to the journey that we take in playoffs, and add a little more meaning to the games, to the day-to-day games that we had. Of course, heading right into it, of course, NACE is a regular best of 5.
Best of 5 because getting ready for the ball to be hit. Everyone's just loading in. Then also the tip of our nose, we'll see who actually gets this initial contact.
And of course, our regular stuff tonight, that's really don't want to think good. The playoffs as well. Or at least this first game of the series. Sidewall. Durtho in a dominance as well, representing a minority of players that lost the cards in this game.
Yeah, a minority in the style department, and we see that Broncos are having to defend their goal already. 30 minutes, and this is a shot, but it will be blocked. It will be sent into the corner. Gil knocks it up, but there is no goal attempt to be made. Durtho does a little flip just for style points. Instinct will attempt, but it gets knocked back into the air by the Warriors. And now this is still over on the blue side goal as we approach a minute played in this first half.
With soft touch. Stark is going to get a touch for a shot on net, but Instinct on that back post was there for Instinct for a shot. It's wide. Might have the follow-up. It's there. It takes the soft touch with the wheels. And nobody for the West Cliff Warriors able to defend the net. 2 of them get beat, and Shark was not able to rotate back in time and gets up on save with the ball last second. That is into the Broncos. Going up 1-0 so far, about a minute, 10 seconds into the game.
Definitely a good start for the Broncos. However, it is game 1. We'll have to see if they can continue this performance. Oh! And as I say that, Instinct scores a goal and bring it at 2-0.
Find a little bit of this West Cliff team a little flat-footed on the ground. Instinct not only going to beat Durtho, but beat the goaltender as well. So 2 for 2 so far as Boise State goes up 2-0. 3 minutes and 42 seconds left on his clock after the kickoff. Let's go over towards Orange Right now. Sharks going to take a little bit of shot on that. Instinct's going to clear over to the wall. Dirtho's going to cut the rotation, take control of it. Still on the ball. Takes a 50 though. Sends it towards out of the net. A bit too fast and a bit too high for anybody to quickly make a follow-up on it. Gill's going to beat one and just have a quick little soft touch into the net. Put another point on the board for the South Broncos.
And this is pretty much an open goal right here. Gill kind of jukes him out and then brings it in. And now this is 3 goals here with about 3 minutes left to play. The Warriors are definitely going to be looking to score some more.
Yeah, if they want to stay in this game, they've got to find something. They got to find it fast. Solens does get a little bit of beat in the air, but it goes right back down to possession for Gill. Gill's got to take a shot over the defender. But is he going to be able to make it? Instinct looking to recenter it. Gets cut off. Solens not trying to get a beat on Gill. Does in fact get it, but there is no teammate for the West Coast Warriors that's able to receive that pass. Dirtho with the pass over to Instinct to sit on the ceiling. Sharks going to disrupt it. Now Solens gets to bang onto the backboard. Gill is trying to make a read for it. There is a shot put on net, but it's a bit too weak to make it to the back of the net so far. Dirtho keeping possession of the ball. Now Shark trying to maintain possession in the midfield. A teammate tries to cut off, doesn't make any progress with the ball. And now Chief's going to send it over to the sidewall for Solens to pick up, take a shot on the backboard, but an easy clear for Instinct.
Sent back into the midfield over to the blue side goal, and Dirthu is dribbling it. Gets sent over the corner alongside Instinct. Shark will clear it a little bit, but Gill is contesting. Chief isn't able to find contact. And now the Broncos actually, Instinct gets a demo on Solens, and now Instinct is taking this ball right back over to the Warriors' side. Sent over to the midfield, but Chief will butt heads with Dirtho. Dirtho following this ball alongside Gill, and they're going to try and send it across and try to make a shot. We'll have to see if it is successful.
Oh, what a save. A big body 50 by Gill, just barely slow rolling its way into the net, gets saved out by Shark. Now Dirtho with the second touch off the ceiling, looking to keep the air dribble alive. Instinct trying to make the read, doesn't quite get it. Now Chief trying to make a shot on net, is going to find the harsh angle in the left side of the corner for the Broncos orange half, and finally put the West Coast Warriors up 1.
They get a point, they score it, that's a good start. About a minute 40 left here, so the Warriors definitely have time to work with, but they will have to start scoring these goals to even it up fast.
Yeah, the momentum, they definitely have a little bit of swing in their side of favor, but 2-goal deficit is still a lot to come back for. This could be a 1-goal deficit though, but it's not. If Dorthand's going to get a 50, the pressure's still lying on the side of the Broncos right now in this orange half. Instinct gets air bumped while trying to go for the challenge off the wall. Ball almost nearly goes into the net. Another goal to the side of West Coast Warriors, but it was defended. Now Instinct, a little bit of air dribble, trying to get the flip reset, doesn't quite get it. Makes a little mistake with the wheels of the car. Car goes crazy. Gill the pass over to Dirtho on the sidewall. Dirtho trying to make a read on it. Almost acts as a fake, breaking some ankles. And that's Gill getting credit for the goal.
Yeah, look at this inches right here. Dirtho sends it across, and Shark just barely doesn't find the tap. And so that is a goal here for the Broncos. A minute left, 3 goals up. We'll see if they can keep this pace.
Dirtho was trying to go for the turtle there. Unfortunately, missed it. Gill is going to elevate with the soft touch at midfield, more like a boom to the backboard. Shark now gets 1 touchdown, keep it in the corner here, trying to 50 Instinct, doesn't quite get it. Instinct playing around 1 more, now going for the bump, but there is no Bronco attacker to put a shot on net, but Gill still keeping possession of his ball, gets dunked. Solens trying to go for a 50, doesn't get it. Dirtho gets the beat. Now Sharks, there's a little bit of defense on the sidewall here. He's going to fake out 1 teammate, not be able to get it past Gill though, as Gill's keeping possession in his last 30 seconds, goes to the pass. Once again, no orange attacker to make any follow-up, but Dirtho's now elevated, plays it over 1, gets the reset on the ceiling, but is blocked out by Sharks on the backboard.
And with 15 seconds approaching, well, as I say that, Instinct just shows off, gets a hat trick, and that's going to pretty much write this first game here in this series. Yeah, and the goal defense just wasn't able to get there.
Simply not able to get there in time. Instinct finding the timing right now. Score all the goals, currently leading the most goals right now, I believe so. Dirtho with one flip reset, trying to get over Instinct. Instinct trying to stay with it, isn't able to get it. Dirtho pinches it with the backboard. The sidewall wasn't able to get a pass there. Gil trying to get a pass with 1 second here. Instinct trying to keep the ball alive. Gets an upside down touch. Dirtho trying to follow it up, but doesn't quite get there as the clock hits 0. I'm looking a little bit at the heat map here. You can definitely tell quite a lot of shots put on net by the side of the Broncos, and a lot of them found their way in the back of the net as well.
Yeah, Instinct that hat trick, definitely feeling good. 3 out of the 5 of the goals. And so that was kind of, a pretty vanilla match, I feel like. It was not a whole lot to see. I mean, the score was pretty impressive for the Broncos, but is really just finding those angles, little slip-ups from the Warriors.
Yep.
I mean, game ones in these series are always a little funky, I feel, because, they really aren't that representative of how the entire series can go.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100% agree with you there in terms of game one is either game one's right out the bat where everyone's just 100% ready to go, or it's typically very one-sided. I feel like it can be sort of game one mentality for a lot of players. So to see what Westcliff is going to answer back with, if they continue to sort of just roll over and let the Broncos continue to just kind of bulldoze over and keep scoring these forceful goals, or if they're going to take back some of the pressure and keep possession and side control and put some pressure on them with putting shots on net. They did find one. They found one with the beat, but will they be able to find more?
Well, that is the question as we go into Game 2 of this best-of-5 series. Broncos are going to want to go 2-0 up. Warriors are going to want to tie it up, and we see Shark and Instinct battling it out, but Gil finds the opening.
Instinct now representing the Dominus gang as well. With the White Zombas, Gil's going to find just a little bit of a bouncing shot there to get it under the defending goalkeeper. 12 seconds, first goal scored. At the bat. Dirtho now at the Batmobile as well. It's definitely some interesting card choices. Throwing it back a bit. Chief to get a 50 with Dirtho is going to send it to the overside of the blue half. Someone's trying to make a read. Does get a touch, but there isn't any follow-up here as Gil's going to get a beat. Now off the ceiling, Dirtho's going to recenter the ball. Gil trying to take a shot, but it's just too awkward of an angle to get anything powerful on it. Now Instinct making the challenge off the sidewall there. Dirtho gets a solid touch, puts it back in the air, is up with it, gets the flip reset, but the angle's a bit too harsh, but Instinct at open net gets blocked out by, I believe that was Sharks as well. So it was going to be a potential second goal. Is it going to happen? Gil potential with the read. Gil and Dirtho committed to it, but aren't going to be able to do it. And Sharks and Solons are going to use the power of friendship to be able to clear this ball. A little bit of passing play.
Yeah, but we see Instinct and Gil kind of playing with their food, juking around this ball. Dirtho dribbles it, brings it past Solons, and now this is possibly another attack. Chief is just trying to play keep away. It goes to the other side of the blue side, and now we have the Broncos actually maybe having to defend in their corner for now, but Shark and Gil are battling, and Gil finds the contact. Chief clears it a little bit. Dirtho and Instinct are going to follow this ball, and Chief is just going to have to find a way to keep up with this ball alongside Shark, but Gil sort of just clears it, but we'll have to see. Oh, clears it again.
Gotta be credit for the save, though, but Sharks taking a shot on net. Is there another save? Instinct was there. Coming up, playing back post, shadowing the ball a little bit. Dirtho to assist the ball, the touch off the low-profile Batmobile. What a beautiful assist there and a passing play from Instinct. And Dirtho knowing exactly what he needs to do to give this ball the extra oomph to find its way into the back of the net. And that's the Broncos going up one more point. With about 3 minutes left in this, in a best of 5, if they take this game, they put it to match point. Broncos are going to wait the kickoff, though, but someone's going to take control, try to play it around Gil, though. But Dirtho's going to take possession, looking for a backboard play. Does get the second and third touch, but unfortunately just too close and too harsh of an angle to find anything on it.
Solons and Chief are passing it around. Shark joins the party as well. Ball gets sent up into the air, but now this is maybe an open goal, and Dirtho takes opportunity, but Solons finds a good save. Gil is tracking it. Will find a demo on Chief, and now this allows Instinct to battle out Shark, who isn't able to find contact with the ball, but maybe, just maybe, alongside Chief can find something, but no. It is just going back over to Dirtho, who actually doesn't touch it, And we have a shot by Instinct, but it's cleared. But Durtho, Gil, and Instinct all together are just attacking the Warriors' goal.
A lot of pressure being put on this blue half, and a little bit of a beat on Durtho. Harvard's going to expose the ball and stay in the air. It's going to be an easy clear for the side of Gil. Now Gil on the sidewall here gets one solid touch. Ball still sticking to the sidewall. Gil taking all the way to the blue corner here, looking for a pass, but Chief is going to be the one to disrupt it. Solon's trying to pick up on it, doesn't get it. Chief to make one more touch, pop the ball up a little bit. Instinct the shot. Durtho trying to get the angle. Wasn't able to get it as Chief's going to disrupt it. An angle Durtho was trying to find off the sidewall. Sharks.
A minute 30 about left here, and with 2 goals, Broncos are going to feel pretty comfortable. And we see Instinct and Chief. Okay, Chief and Gil, actually, excuse me, tracking this ball. It gets sent up into the midfield air, and Instinct and Durtho are trying to find some sort of collaboration play.
Oh.
Gil is just waiting it out, trying to bait and overcommit. Sullins isn't actually able to find the ball up into the air, and now we have Instinct. Will clear it for a save, send it back up into the air. Gil has to defend this ball, and will do it as we enter less than a minute remaining.
Durtho trying to get the dunk, doesn't quite get it. Instinct's going to elevate, get a soft touch off the sidewall, keep a follow-up going as he gets the reset on the sidewall. Going to get a beat, force Solons into an awkward position to the corner there. Gil's going to steal the boost out from underneath Solons. Instinct now in a shadow play. Going to get a soft touch, roll it up the sidewall there. Is going to get a beat along with the 50 as well. Shark's going to nail the ball against the sidewall, keep it in this orange half. Durtho to make another touch, going to get a pop. Cheat to contest it on the sidewall again. Now Gil with a lot of possession, a lot of room to work with. Trying to get the musty flick, does get it. Do the boost. Durtho trying to get the redirect, doesn't quite get it. Now it's Instinct up with the shot. Going to have to get a read. Not able to get it as well. It's going to be cleared by Sharkbuster. Now Chief's going to boom the ball to the other wall. Gil might not have the boost to make the read. There could be a shot on net. There is, but it's 50'd out. And even so, if they did put a shot on net and get it in goal, there's just not enough time for them to come back in this game.
Anything's possible, man. Oh, they don't even get the goal. Rubbing salt in the wound there.
An inch before that ball goes into the net, quite literally 3/4 of that ball was crossed over the, I guess, the field of play, that the barrier between the net that qualifies the ball for a goal. But once again, taking a look at the heat map, a little more evened out this time. Only got to look at it for a glimpse, but a little more evened out. Not as big as a blowout as last game was. There definitely felt a lot more pressure that was exchanged, both by Westcliff and Boise State. Obviously, Boise State had more of it, and they were more efficient with their pressure because they scored goals with that. But it definitely felt like times that Westcliff was creating pressure, and they put 2 or 3 shots on net or consistently made 50s and keeping possession in the orange half.
Yeah, there definitely were a lot of shots where if it was just a little sooner or a little later for, like Gil or Instinct, that Westcliff, the Warriors, get that goal. And sort of the same thing for the Broncos, like those 2 goals that they got were kind of, lucky shots. And ultimately, when you're playing the time game, that's all you need is lucky shots. And so we'll have to see if the Broncos can 3-0 it or if the Warriors begin their reverse sweep.
We'll see if they got it in them to do it right off the bat. Gil's going to have possession, though. Was going for a little bit of solo play. Is going to be able to get it. Might catch Instinct off guard, though. Instinct's going to be able to hold that drift button down hard enough to make a play for it. Going to make a mess up on the recovery off the start. Gil's going to get a great 50, keeping this ball in the midfield here. Durtho to take a shot. A little bit of slower shot. Now Instinct elevates, trying to stop Solon solo play. Does get a bump. Leaves Gil out to his devices to get the 50. Gets another beat on the sidewall. Now it's up to Durtho. Trying to get a flick. Doesn't quite get it. Not going to be able to beat Solons here. Now Solons once again trying to get the musty. Does get a little bit of the reverse of it. But it wasn't on target, and there was no follow-up by a teammate available.
Now Durtho is just sending this ball flying through the air and finds the bounce. I feel like we see this every time with Durtho.
Yeah, you give Durtho this sort of free space, and we see Shark US is the only one to really elevate. But even so, just when you have that much height in an air dribble, you have to already be up there, or just fully commit to making sure that ball does not get over me, or making sure that ball does not get under me, which they kind of did. Oh, Durtho taking quite the power shot on net. There was an attempted save, and there was a touch committed by the defender, but it just wasn't enough. The ball's still going to find its way into the net.
Not just one touch, I think there were 2 touches there.
Yeah, almost looking like 2 ghost touches there.
Yeah, two touches. The angle was kind of funky, but with a minute, I feel like I've seen this before. Broncos already have 2 goals. Not a great start for the Warriors. However, Broncos are going to be feeling this momentum. Ball is just being tickled in the midfield, and Gil will find the 50. Shark sends it across, bounces it, but it's cleared by Instinct, and now we have Sullins and Gil fighting for the ball, but ultimately it's Gil who finds the goal.
Positioned by Gil, though, sees such a cheat up past that 3/4 quarter lane there, or that halfway point between the field and the 2 halves, so to speak. Sort of a triple commit when you think about it, but when you're this confident in your teammates and their ability to get the ball to you, you really don't have to worry about, do I need to get back and be worried about a clear here, because you're pretty sure your teammate's going to get a 50 almost every time. And Gil's going to get a demo and get a little bit of back pass to Instinct. Instinct going for a dribble and a little bit of fake play. Isn't going to be able to fake anybody, but does get the pass. More like a shot. It's going to be a little bit wide, but it's going to be redirected by Shark US, which might put them in a worse position. Gil and Instinct partnering up a little bit to try and get a pinch and a redirect. Wasn't going to be able to get it. Dirtha's going to get 1 touch, send it back down to Gil. Looking for a second off the sidewall. He doesn't be able to get it. Chief now trying to make a play happen off the ceiling. Gil's going to be the one to beat him to it. Shark US going to have to play some backboard defense. Instinct gets the beat. Now it's Sullins. And a desperate situation with not a lot of boost on the blue side to play with.
With 3 minutes left, the Warriors are going to try and attempt a goal, and maybe they find it. Sullins does actually find it.
Finally able to put one on the board. You see Sharks be a little bit of menace here. I don't know if Instinct got tapped there or not, but nevertheless, enough to sort of make an impact on the play, and that's going to be the Westcliff Warriors putting a point on the board there.
Yeah, doubling their goals scored in this series, so that's a silver lining. Gil and Instinct, well, Instinct will unfortunately be demoed, and now this allows an opportunity for Shark and Sullins to apply some pressure. Chief tries to make a shot, but it's diffused and it's deflected by Instinct, and now this allows Instinct and Dirtho to set up a play. They're just juking the Westcliff Warriors. But not good enough as Chief manages to get a score here.
Yeah, quite the shot coming out from Chief here in the midfield. Puts a near beautifully placed shot. I mean, the only better that shot could get is if it's top left or bottom left bins, but still able to put enough power on it to where Gil can't make a save. And now all of a sudden the Westcliff Warriors have even this game out to the point where the Broncos are starting to sweat a little bit. The Westcliff Warriors only need 1 more goal to tie it all up in match point as well. So if there's a place for them to do it, they've got to do it now. But Dirtho has 1 touch, looking for a second, gets the flip reset, gets it over. Sullins now trying to get the 50 with the edge of the car. He's going to be able to get it. Now it's Instinct. Gets the 1 clear, but there's 2 defenders back. Shark's going to send it over to the blue corner here. Sullins looking for a 50, does able to get it. Dirtho elevates, gets a touch, sends it over to the sidewall here. Looking for a play from teammate. Sullins doesn't want to beat it. The ball's going to drop straight down off that little corner piece above the goal. But Dirtho's going to be the one to clear it out of the danger zone and put it back in the orange corner. And Gil's going to get a big clear, but Sullins is there to stop it all.
Sent over to the ceiling, and Sullins puts a stop to it. Dirtho will put a stop to Sullins, though, as it is a demo. The Broncos are still on the defending course here, but maybe that is about to change. Sullins respawns, isn't able to find contact, but Gil can, is finding a nasty angle, but it will be hit by Sullins, and now the Broncos got to haul butt over to get to their goal. Shark is attacking. Gil might be caught in between 2 of the Warriors, but no, Instinct is there to help out his teammate. But there's no contact. And now with a minute left, things are looking a little desperate here for the Warriors. We'll have to see if they can even it up.
Roughly about 47 seconds left. They're definitely feeling the heat. They're feeling the pressure, though. But will they succumb to the pressure? Now Shark US trying to make something happen on the sidewall here. Looking for a couple plays. Does able to get the ball under Gil, but Dirtho's quick to follow it up. Chief gets one soft touch, but it's going to be an easy pickup for Instinct. Solon's elevates, trying to put a stop to the ball, stop all momentum from going any deeper into the blue half. Chief going to have to make a beat here. Does get a 50 with Instinct, but Dirtho is sitting on that sidewall. Gets a bang up to the back where there could be dangerous. Instinct off the ceiling was looking for the redirect play. Isn't going to be able to get it, and with 15 seconds left, Westcliff Warriors have got to make something happen right now, or it's going to be looking dangerous for them as we get this final countdown from 8 seconds. Gil's going to get a big clear. Sharks to stop it, and Dirtho with the midfield waiting for the pass from Gil. Looks like they're going to put it into Westcliff's dreams to tying up this game.
Hey, with 5 seconds, anything's possible, man.
2 goals?
2 goals?
It's possible. If they manage to make a kickoff goal happen here now with only 2 seconds, then yeah, but it looks like...
All right, the ball gets sent up in the air, and that will be the series 3-0. Oh, well.
Almost.
Not another goal, but...
Almost one more.
That is the Broncos winning this versus the Westcliff Warriors 3-0.
A good little 3-0, and we got to see how the start of the day from March 13th went for the side of the Broncos. Facing out the Westcliff Warriors, they did a good job. They 3-0'd, right? But it's not the complete end of the season, so... But this isn't all the Rocket League we have for today. The Army National Guard is a proud supporter of the Boise State Esports. Top players are presented by the Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills in real time with more than 10 jobs. Offer a 20K bonus and a degree of your choice paid for. The Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out to them at Twitch at iGuard Gaming. And like I alluded to a little bit more before, this is not all the Rocket League we have for today. But for right now, the Broncos, they start off strong. They're getting a little bit there. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back from these messages, we are going to see them play Mizzou for the last game of the last game for the regular season before the Broncos head into playoffs. Hope to see you after these messages.
It's the end of a good day's work in Idaho. Time to punch out. Time to check in and catch up. Time to remind ourselves that what we work for isn't a paycheck. It's to make the good things we have even better. So here's to your good day's work. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe money is a thing. It's not everything.
Here in Idaho, we do things a little differently. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. Next, always use fry sauce. I mean, why wouldn't you? Hold steady when out-of-state friends think you're from Iowa. We call it pop, not soda. We always put a lift on our pickups. And we always buckle up because we still have a lot we want to do, and I'm guessing you do too.
NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena, where tonight we have once again Boise State facing off in the last game of the regular season, throwing a little bit back to March 13th, where we are facing off Mizzou in the NACE League. Once again, like I said, the final throwback game of the regular season. This is to sort of decide Boise State's if we get an undefeated record or not, right? After that game, we're sitting at 5-0 with the math of, you won one, so you get to put a 1 plus toward the win column, and you get a 5 turns into a 6, and then, yeah.
All right. Interesting point.
Interesting point. Yeah. As always, I'm your host, Colin McJunkin, and joining me on the desk today is Noah Gadara. And we just saw Boise State took a sweep against Westcliff in the second to last game. So heading into this Mizzou game, I believe Mizzou is the only other undefeated team at that time. But obviously, all that needs to end at one point. Somebody's going to have to come out victorious here and lose lose a winning record, so to speak.
Well, I mean, they'll still have a winning record. They just won't be under.
Yeah. It's a winning record. An undefeated record is what I was going for.
So surely it's going to be probably a closer match than a 3-0 either way.
Or it could be a heartbreaking 3-0 for the other side. I'm not throwing that out, and I'm not throwing that out in the world, but it's a possibility. But hopefully, to make sure the Broncos do not get a losing record, or so to speak, not a losing record, but take a loss in this last match, we have Doxies of the game, which will hopefully make sure they prevail in this matchup, which is in Rocket League to set the play style, understand rotations, play to follow up, and have sweaty comms. And obviously, Doxies Game are brought to us by Drop In Gaming. Drop In Gaming is the parent platform for gamers who seek competition, play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming is the right games and competition for you to begin your competitive journey. Go ahead and sign up at dropingaming.com. Looking ahead right into it. Once again, NACE is a best-of-5 matchup, so it's going to be 5. Can't be super long. Don't be super fatigued, but going into sort of this playoff mindset as well after this game, it's super important because this is a little bit a while ago, and playoffs are to start next week. This next Monday, that's gonna be showing up. So it's been a little bit of a minute since the Broncos would have played in a NACE matchup. So kind of how this game goes, I don't think will determine how you really play in the playoffs, but I think it sort of sets the mood going into it because, like I said, one team's going to walk away with a 6-0, one team's going to walk away with a 5-1, and that can ruin your seeding, which can face you against an unpredictable opponent.
Yeah, well, I don't feel like Gil's going to have any rust. This guy's here at the arena 25 hours a day. And we see Mizzou Tigers 10 seconds in, and already we have a little bit of action. Gil's following the ball. Won't actually be able to find contact, and now Crims has an opportunity, but Gil disrupts. Dirtho sends it across, but it just goes into the corner, and Wart is tracking Gil, and Gil's attempting a shot, isn't able to find it. Instinct sends it over to the other corner. Dirtho sends it up into the air, is bouncing it back and forth, but this ball is just going back and forth. It's like pinball, and with this clear sending it back to the midfield, we're going to have a little bit of a breather here.
Dirtho getting a fake on one, gets past one, gets it past two here. Crims is going to have the rotation play, going to be able to send the ball off to the side. Gil did get a touch though, but not before being demoed. Instinct once again going to return the favor. Go ahead and demo Crims. Now Dirtho with a lot of boost here, looking to beat Crims in the air. Gil also committed to the play as well. Ward gets it off to the side. Over to X-List. Now back to X-List again. On the side where now Dirtho's going to advance up looking for a touch. Does get a bump on Crims here, but looking a little awkward. Instinct's able to get the ball around the last defender in net. And that's going to be the Broncos going up. One goal relatively early this game. Yeah, Worship just stalls out and being able to catch the footing after Instinct takes a shot.
A little bit of threading the needle here. So minute 30 about passed. We'll have to see who wins this 50. Kind of just goes wide. Warp will go away with this ball, and now it is on the Broncos side, and Crims immediately answers the Broncos goal.
No hesitation here. Really good pass to Warp. They play at a certain amount of speed that is either advantageous position there, and they're able to tie it up without much contesting by Boise State. Throughout the bat, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left here. Instinct gets one touch off the sidewall from the kickoff. Was looking for a follow-up, looking for a pass to Dirtho. Dirtho had the shot, but it was blocked out by Warp. Now it's Crims. Looking for a solo play off the sidewall there. Does get the flip reset, stalls the ball a little bit. Warp trying to make a pass happen. Dirtho gets one touch. Advancement off the ground. Ceiling there's going to still follow up. Looking to get the 50. Loses the 50, but Gil's going to get the beat there and pass over to Dirtho. Dirtho might be looking for something to Instinct. Instinct's there. And a great shot. Oh! Gil's going to help eventually assist with the save at the end of the day.
Just clearing the ball so it doesn't get into a bad opportunity. And now with 2 minutes past in this, tied up. We have a save from Excel. Ball sent across the midfield. Instinct sending it across as well. Warp and Crims are tracking, looking for a goal. And Crims will find the angle, follow up from the teammates.
Crims is a really good beat there. I believe that was Crims.
I think it was.
I think it was Crims. Really good beat there and ends up getting the shot straight down. We're at the kickoff now. Hilda basically flips over to Dirtho. Dirtho has 100 and flips it off the ceiling though. Does get it. Does get the contact, but Exodus was there to stop the play from happening. Instantly one touch. Wolf comes down to his stop here. Trying to get a beat around Warp. Is not able to do it. Now Wolf taking a shot on the sidewall here. Is there a follow? Gil's going to get the backwards touch. Going to send it out to midfield. No shot available for Mizzou play here, but Warp still advancing on the sidewall. Instinct to cut rotation on the side of it. Now it's up to Dirtho. Dirtho getting one soft touch, trying to keep it in the corner here. Crims going to be able to read that though, send it to the midfield. Now trying to get a read dunk. Not able to do it. This ball still sticking on the orange half here. The Broncos have yet to be able to clear it. Dirtho with 50 in possession here. Trying to play around a couple players, but Mizzou's going to take possession back of the ball. Keeping the blue for us. They're looking for an instant way to clear it. Off the backboard here, Gil might be looking for a passing play. That's going to happen as Dirtho creeping up from the midfield. It's going to find bottom left bins. Tie this game up.
Ties this game up, and we have less than 2 minutes remaining. We'll have to actually see who wins this 50-50. It will be a question mark, but whoever can get that momentum will have a good opportunity. The ball goes wide, Gil goes wide. Now XL might have an open goal. Just gets it.
Unfortunate mistake there by the side of Gil there. He was going to be the one to take advantage of it. As this game was tied up, they're immediately going to take back the lead. Leading 2 here with about a minute 30 seconds left off the kickoff. They're going to win it initially, but Exodus now in possession. The ball is going to clear with their edge half. Three-way pinch. Crims not going to take possession of it off the ceiling, getting one. Dirtho trying to get a beat on the ball. It's not able to do it. Now Instinct to 50 here. Exodus is elevated. Gil's going to go ahead and turn back. On the back here, now taking possession, gets one touch. Now going for a little bit of air dribble, trying to get a 50 with Crims to elevate for the ball as well. Dirtho trying to have a backtrack here. Trying to not get beat. Is able to get a little bit of touch on the ball. Exodus trying to get a redirect. Actually takes it off target of the net here as Crims takes possession to set the ball up.
Will get sent up in the air. 1 minute remaining. XL immediately deflects Dirtho's shot. Gil again chasing this ball but not finding contact. Instinct will though, sends it up with Dirtho, and maybe this is a potential opportunity. But no, Warp makes a great save. Ball sent across into the midfield over to the Broncos side, and now Warp is attempting a goal. XL finds the setup, but no, just barely bounces off backboard. Gil is attempting something, but now Crims and Excel are chasing, and this is an open goal. 30 seconds left, 2 points up.
See where it all happening with Crims here with a backwards challenge. Instinct trying to get it clear on the ball. Almost like I think they were bumped into it by, I think it was Exodus that was there. Ends up setting up Exodus nonetheless to get a shot on net and get a goal. Kickoff ends up in a 50-50 here. Doesn't get it cleared there. Doesn't get a solid touch. Crims elevates off the backboard. Exodus take a shot. Crims is there to follow it up, but nevertheless it was going into it. There's Crims with the hat trick. All of a sudden, Mizzou is just starting to walk away with this game.
It was looking very close there, a very tight game, and now it is 3 points difference with 20 seconds remaining. So this is probably going to go over to the Tigers. We'll have to see. Broncos hopefully not going to be letting up any more goals. Dirtho and Excel just battling Instinct as well, just dribbling. This ball's going into the corner, 10 seconds remaining. It's impossible to win this one. So game 1 will be going over to the Tigers, but we'll have to see if any extra spicy action happens or if the ball just hits the ground.
Yeah, it's going to hit the ground after Dirtho attempts to start a dribble play there. Wasn't able to get it going. Mizzou's going to take game number 1. Once again, best of 5 of those, so it's first of 3. Not entirely out of it, but Mizzou definitely played very solid. They found 2 mistake goals from the side of the Broncos, but everything else they played with a lot of speed and a good amount of consistency that allowed them to take solid shots on net. And from that, they deserve that W. But I don't think count the Broncos out. They're definitely a team that doesn't take too kindly to losses.
Well, I don't think any team takes too kindly to losses, but
there's a certain beast that comes out from the Broncos when they get scored on.
Oh, okay. Gil and Dirtho and Instinct are gonna be channeling their third eyes or something.
Something like that.
They're gonna be chanting some like mantras.
Maybe
like making some like finger poses like it's out of Naruto or something.
Something like that. They got the signs going. They got to memorize.
They got to memorize. We'll have to see as we get into game 2. And this will be sent, again, just into the midfield. Not really any 150-50s. Warp will make it clear, will make a save. Excel knocks it up into the air for Crims, but Instinct disrupts. Now Warp is dribbling this ball. Gil knocks it up into the air, though, is maybe an opportunity for the Broncos. Dirtho finds a nice angle, but it's just a little too wide, and now Gil and Instinct have to play back as the Tigers are making a counterattack.
More kind of played over Dirtho, is able to do it. Gil over past Dirtho. Dirtho elevates, takes the shot. What a beautiful shot to start from the sidewall here. Dirtho reading the pass from Gil beautifully, and nonetheless, more than anything, it takes an absurd amount of skill from Gil there to get that pass right on Dirtho's nose, right in the trajectory path. And Boise State's going to put the first goal up there in the style.
Batmobile diff, man, I'm telling you. And now, Crims and Instinct battling it out. This ball's getting sent back and forth. Gil makes a save. One of the Tigers goes completely wide. Crims is just air dribbling this ball, but playing it very close to the Broncos' goal. Instinct is able to send it up, so it is not a goal quite yet, but now we have 3 Broncos defenders and in a precarious position, and XL takes full advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, I don't see this from somebody else's perspective. I don't think they're going to be able to, but Crims sort of able to chase Dirtho off this ball. Exos falls really close to it. Unfortunately, they're going to find the opening they need to. No Broncos are going to be able to successfully play off each other in that play, and all of a sudden the dude now has tying score here. Crims disengaging that ball. Gil's going to be given a little bit of free space here, not before Exos is going to put a stop to that. Now the ball in the big corner is going to attempt to be cleared. Exos once again going to recenter it back in the corner. Going to stick with it, managed to recover off the wall and get a couple more touches here. A pinch with Crims puts a shot on net. Gil have the positioning to block it out there. Dirtho from the other side of the wall, more like the field. He's attempting to make a similar play happen to the first one. Wasn't able to get it. Now I think attempting to make a solo play here. Trying to read off the Crims. They get a little bit of bump, but no touch onto the ball. Now Crims has a lot of possession. Willing to play it around Gil. Pushing each other back and forth.
Yeah, we just have some butting heads going on. This ball gets sent over to the Broncos corner. Instinct will send it sort of into the middle, the entire arena, but Crims makes a nice save. Sends it over to the corner, sends it across. Gil is going to try and find some sort of disrupt. Won't be able to find contact. Now Instinct and Dirtho are just playing with this ball in the air, but Crims should be here on the defense. And Warp just sends it across.
No,
is this going to be an open goal? And it is.
What an unfortunate way. I mean, Dirtho gets a really good beat on Crims there. Forced them to a really awkward position, but Warp just able to get the most interesting of 50-50s. The perfect placements in the top left bins. Really have to chalk that up to luck on the side of BSU. We're at the kickoff here with 2 minutes 30 seconds left. Boise State is down once again when it comes to the scoreline here. And Crim trying to play it around Dirt, though. Almost had it near inches from the goal line there. Dirt, though, able to pull out some defensive plays. Now a big clear by Warp. Trying to be redirected by Exos, but Exos finding the positioning to keep this ball in the orange half as Dirtha was attempting to clear it. Now Warp sending it off the backboard as well. Gill trying to make the lead and able to do it. Exos might have a shot, did take the shot, but hit the crossbar. And now not a lot of boost on the side of Boise State. Given a lot of room and a lot of spacing on the side of Mizzou, but Mizzou also not finding themselves with a whole lot of boost. And giving Dirtha way too much free space is going to result in a ball in your net.
Yeah, Dirtho here with a little interesting play, kind of just a little bit of a snake dribble. Gets the goal. That's a desperately needed goal as we approach 2 minutes. And now the Broncos are going to be looking to win this 50-50. Dirtho immediately gets demoed. Not a great start. Instinct and Dirtho will have to make the defense. Excel isn't able to find a 50. Ball gets sent up into the air, and Gill clears it. So now it is over to the blue side for once. And now this is maybe an opportunity for the Broncos, but no. Crims is just sending it back across. We have some passing action, but Crims is just being a nuisance. That is what the Tigers are playing for. Excel sends it up into the air. Gill wins the 50, but Crims finds a demo. This ball is on to the blue side, and Dirtho and Crims are just battling it out. But so far, not a whole lot of action, not a whole lot of setup, but you have to believe that both sides are cooking up something, cooking up a shot.
Only about a minute left here, and the scoreline's tied right now. The pressure's on for whatever team can score a goal here. The 1 minute remaining, timer works out of the play. Instinct take a shot on net, was saved up by Exhaust. Play now, ball in the blue corner. Gill trying to make a passing play happen, going for the bump, isn't able to get it. Warp is going to be able to clear the ball to the blue corner. Crim trying to make a pinch happen with the sideball. Isn't able to do it. Warp keeping the ball in the air. Dirt, though, to get one touch. Now the sideball is still sticking with the ball. Rhythm here, trying to get a bump on Crims, or Exhaust isn't able to happen. Now Crims has possession. 30 seconds left on this timer right now. Gill is going to be able to get a little bit of clear. Warp to keep it in the orange side. Trying to play around, trying to get fancy. Crim to disrupt Dirtho on the dribble here. Now the ball in the blue corner. 20 seconds, now 15 seconds are left on the clock. Crim's going to take control of the ball, dodge the bump by Instinct here. That's 2 players on the side of BSU. That's not committed. Going to fake out the bump as well.
5 seconds left. Not 1 second left, and this is looking like it's definitely going to go into our favorite time, overtime. Oh my God. Okay, gave us a little bit of a heart attack there. And now as we go into overtime, first goal gets the round. Gill attempting a shot, but it's deflected by Crims quite easily. Now Excel is dribbling this ball alongside the wall.
Oh no.
That angle is just a little too wide, and so Instinct should be able to find the clear. Gets disrupted a little bit, has to be careful not to get demoed. And now Excel is beating out these 50s. Dirtho is battling it out, but this is a precarious position, but Instinct is able to clear it from the goal once again. We have Warped and Crims chasing this ball down in the corner, and Excel is just playing up in the air, and Crims is just trying to find a setup, but Dirtho wants none of that as we send it back to the midfield.
Working to play around now. No Dirtho on the defensive half. Instinct. Isn't able to get there in time. Gill attempted to go for the selfish first man play. Instinct played a little bit too far up. Cut just too soon. And Crims playing off the flick that happened from a teammate there from Exhaust, I believe. And that's Mizzou now putting BSU at match point here. Taking a look at the heat map from both sides. Quite a lot of shots put on net for the side of blue.
Yeah, I could definitely feel that pressure. I could feel that disparity. It felt like the Broncos really had an opportunity to make those shots. I mean, that shot in overtime was like pretty dang good.
Yeah.
That was like, a good like bait play. So with the Broncos down 0-2 and the Tigers up 2-0, it's anybody's game. Obviously, both of these teams are undefeated. One of them has to be defeated before the end of the regular season, and that is just the tragic fact.
Yep.
Broncos are no slouches, but so far they need to get some more goals.
Yeah, and it's definitely going to be something it's going to be interesting to see how it happens out, because the Broncos have definitely been here before, right? It's not an entirely perfect team. You've definitely been in situations where you're down to the match point. You know, the nerves are starting to settle high. You might not be super confident in yourself or how you're playing. You got to get those voices out of your head. You got to stop sort of thinking about the self and start thinking about the team and what I got to do. But I really do think Boise State does that to a degree really well. I still saw that in the shots that they ended up making. For example, Durtho's really easy kind of like flick goal into the net was really caused by Layla because Gil was playing the selfish position and bumping people out of the way or scaring people out of Durtho's way in order to hit that goal. And I feel like if they continue to keep that mindset and adapt it even more, they might be able to find, you know, sort of a way to break even and stay alive in the series.
Well, we'll have to see as this Game 3 begins. And it started with a demo. Instinct makes a shot, but Gil will make the successful one. And we've seen this before, a very early goal for the Broncos, but will they be able to keep it?
Yeah. Crimson attempts to make a save off the side there. Exhaust also jumping up. They both kind of cover high to mid. Unfortunately, they're not expecting Gil to take a shot low. That's exactly what happened. Now it's Durtho dangerous in the air, so they're trying to play it over Prince. He's not going to be able to do it. Now Ross having possession of the ball, trying to play around Gil. Gil's going to be able to get the 50 and a little bit of the dunk. Now putting a shot on net. It's going to be too wide. It's going to send it over the corner here. Instinct making an attempt to make a play. Both Instinct and Durtho get beat here. This could be dangerous as Gil's a really last defender in position. Also gets beat, but the ball is severely out of position for anything to happen on the side of the orange net.
And as we approach 1 minute played, Broncos still with an early lead, but they're going to have to defend their goal. That shot goes wide, but XL will be repositioning this ball, but Durtho does not want that to happen. But XL wins out on the 50. Now Instinct is making a shot, but Warped clears it. Back into the midfield, but over to the Broncos side. Crims tries to dribble, gets deflected by Gil. And now XL with a shot, but Durtho with a save. So far, things are looking pretty good for the Broncos. Good start. Gil sends it across and maybe tries to make a play with Durtho. This ball is bouncing 17 trillion times, but unfortunately nothing to be found from either side. Gil, again, once again clearing it, and Warp is just battling it out with Durtho. Ball gets sent into the air, and so far Instinct loses out on the 50. Everyone's just losing out on the 50. This ball gets sent across to the midfield, and XL finally has contact, tries to make a shot, but Gil deflects it, sends us back into stasis, at least for now.
Work on the defensive half right now. Instinct trying to make a play. Oh, gets a really solid read, and just slightly tapped across by there. Crosby, one of the best defenders we got in the game. Now Durtho pass over to Instinct. Instinct opting not to go off the wall, just play the ground play. Crims is going to make the read. Now Ross taking a shot on net. Oh, once again, Crosby just ruining everybody's day right now. Now here's Gil taking a shot. He's also making a beautiful backwards kick save. Now Warp is going to clear here. He's going to send it over to Durtho. Durtho looking for a shot, now looking for a read. Crims playing backward defense, is able to clear it out. Now Durtho trying to make a pass happen. This Mizzou team is making all the perfect reads they need to. At this moment, it feels like you can't get the ball anywhere without them being there.
As we approach 2 minutes, Broncos do not feel comfortable with just a 1-goal lead. Instinct and XL are battling it out. Maybe one of them will get demoed. Gil sort of loses out on that 50, but Durtho is able to recover it for now. We have 2 defenders doubling up. Instinct makes the clear, sends it over to the blue side. That's a good shot, and Durtho will actually follow it up.
Now there's a 2-goal lead here. Seems able to make something happen in the air there. Durtho with the redirect, going to catch the defender a little off guard here, not nearly enough time to react to it. Drop the kickoff going to be Warped, and Instinct are going to battle it out. Durtho's going to get the demo onto Warped. Now Keel up the left sidewall here, has a little bit of a solo play. Boy trying to go for a flip reset. Wasn't going to be able to make it happen now. Instinct playing it slow. Trying to get around Crims. Crims to make the ball off the read hit from Dirt though. Now Instinct trying to make a connect happen with Dirt though. Once again, Instinct does connect the ball. And they are trying to make a pass happen with Instinct. Dirt is going to switch defenses. Crims going to put a shot on net. It's not going to happen. Dirt is going to block it all out. Now Instinct to pass off the Instinct. Instinct to pass off the Dirt though. Now Dirt does the dribble play. Being blocked out. 350. Now Crims having quite a bit of possession here. Instinct going to be able to 50 it out once again. Now the pass on the backboard on the 50 play is going to make it happen. Gil's going to move out to an orange or blue half.
And we have a minute left. The Broncos with 2-goal lead. So they're going to feel pretty good, but the Tigers are definitely going to show their claws. Definitely going to try and make some plays, but Dirtho puts a little bit of a stop in the momentum with a demo on Excel. And now Warped and Crims are playing up in the air, being a little aerial. Instinct goes wide, but Dirtho is just trying to play for time. Gil makes a nice save. Ball gets sent into the corner. Excel is just trying to send it back over to the Broncos side, but it goes over to the Tigers side. So it's looking good for the Broncos. We'll have to actually see what happens in the remaining 20 seconds. Wart is dribbling alongside Crims, but Dirtho just knocks it back. Is just trying to disrupt. So far, being successful. Dirtho with a demo and Instinct with a goal. Should wrap this game up.
Instinct ceiling challenge as well. Able to get the ceiling challenge, then put the shot on net, and have the time to follow it all up. Quite the impressive little play added to the highlight reel as BSU is going to be able to take the W in Game 3 here and save themselves from being eliminated on a 3-0 premise. Final couple seconds lying down. Last second, they might be able to put one more on the net, but the only one they'd be able to put there in that game. They're not going to be able to. A little more evenly sided in terms of shots and goals scored from where. But one thing this heat map doesn't show you the amount of saves that were put, that were sort of contributed by the teams, because Gil had a lot of saves.
Yeah.
A lot of saves. I think I saw 3 in total.
Yeah, blame the Rocket League system for not registering these saves, but I saw a lot of nice goal saves, goal clears. So we'll actually, have to put that under the patch notes, file a formal complaint.
Yeah. I got some connects with the dev team. I might.
You're not trying to brag, but you're bragging.
Yeah, they're homies. My dad works at Epic Games.
Your dad works at Xbox.
Yeah,
okay,
my dad works at Xbox.
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
I can have you banned.
All right, Bill Gates. As we get into Game 4 here, Broncos swapping the momentum over. Excel and Dirtho and Gil are all battling it out, but Warped will kind of put a stop to that for now. Instinct is playing over the Tigers' corner, but Crims will follow it up. Dirtho is attempting to disrupt, won't find it. This ball is just in the air, in the corner. Once again, back in the corner, back in the air. Seen this again, back in the corner, back in the air. I feel like a broken record.
Oh.
And there is a shot opportunity, but it's just a little too high, the verticality. Over to the other corner, we're mixing it up, and now Instinct has to be able to recover this goal, get some of that boost. And Excel wins out on the 50. Gil sends it across, and maybe Instinct makes a goal. Crims puts a stop to that play, though, as we approach 1 minute already played in this game.
The ball around, now Instinct receives the passer from Gil there. Looking for the flip reset, going ahead and fake it, gets a pop over the defender though. The pop was just a bit too elevated, wasn't able to do anything about it. Dirtho able to get a 50 or put the ball in first position for a passing play. It is going to be stopped, however. Actually, trying to get the ball over. There's going to be a touch committed by an defender, not going to be able to do much about it. Now Gil's going to have to elevate from the net, get one touch, attempt to make a follow-up play here. He's going to be able to do it. Crims is going to be able to stop to it though. Now Instinct close to the wall there, trying to make a play happen. Perhaps the pass gets cut off by Exodus. Now Dirtho with a lot of possession. Warped in a little bit awkward position as Dirtho's going to get the demo on the Crims. This could be the chance the Broncos are looking for to put the first one on the board. This is the first game in a while that I think either team responded with that at the start of the game. Oh, saved out by Exodus.
You almost cast your Krista in a, I guess, a good way for the Broncos. Yeah. Gil sending it up into the air, maybe positioning, but Warped will clear it once again. Passing it up to Crims over into the Broncos corner, but this maybe is an overcommit. No, there are defenders there, but Instinct takes out one already. Gil makes a shot, and he will find it.
Still able to find it. Under 3 minutes here left. A little bit of flick on the backboard here. Crims decided to go for the in and out save. It was close, and Exodus not able to get there, and of course Warp was demoed, so there was no chance of coming out at all. Durtho's gonna get the run of kickoff here, but giving the possession away Exodus here. Going off the backboard. Oh, but a shot on net. This could be dangerous. Durtho's gonna have to elevate, wait for a little bit of boost. Now it's 0 actually. Exodus gonna take control here, make a little bit of bump with Crims, get possession over to Crims, so drive the 100% or less to beat over past Gil. Injuries down to defensive plays. Exodus now interrupting that play, and Crims was waiting on the sidewall for that. Wart might have a shot. Not going to be able to put on target though. As Durtho now has possession of the sidewall, going to fake her on one. Going for the air dribble, going for the fake, now trying to get it over. Isn't able to get it. Exodus is going to be able to put a touch on the ball. The Gil, oh, able to thread the needle, find the gap in the defense. As Mizzou not able to react fast enough to that.
Crims makes a noble attempt, but it's just not there. That was a great goal by Gil, and now with 2 minutes left, Broncos are feeling pretty good about themselves, wanting to come back. This ball, everyone just completely whiffs. That's embarrassing. And now we have Instinct making an attempt, but Warp will save it. Crims and Gil are battling it out. Now it's Gil and Warp. Gil just knocks Crims away, and now Excel is looking for an opportunity to apply some pressure over on the Broncos side, but Gil puts an end to that for now. But Wart is still playing in this corner. He's going to have to battle it out with Durtho as Excel and Durtho butt heads. Crims and Excel are passing towards each other. Ball goes up into the air, maybe a shot here, but the momentum is not there. Durtho is going to be dribbling it, but it gets cleared by Crims. Instinct and Durtho are playing over in the blue side corner. Instinct gets a demo, but isn't able to find the shot, gets sent over to the other corner. And for now, with a minute approaching, the Broncos have a substantial lead.
Definitely a little bit of upset. Even with one goal gets scored here, they have thrown space. They want to in an open net. Instinct takes the shot. A little bit of risky one. It's saved. Top right Vince trying to be style with it. Wasn't able to get it. Could be dangerous if they're going to score a goal, and that's Exodus putting one on the board right now. That's dangerous. What could be a 3-goal lead right now for the Broncos is now turned into a 1-goal lead. Definitely not what you're looking for. It's Crimson Exodus. That speed combo they were able to pull out in the first game as well.
Durtho is going to have to utilize the powers of the Batmobile as Warp sends it over to the Broncos side. Excel tries to make a shot, but the 50 is won by Instinct, and now blue side has to defend their goal. Warp is playing up in the air, just kind of falls flat onto the ball. Excel maybe makes a shot. No, Crims steals the thunder. 30 seconds remaining, and this is still anybody's game. Could be tied up into overtime. Gil just knocks the ball away from the Tigers. Excel following, but no. Right now, the Broncos are playing it a little slow and controlled. 10 seconds remaining. Tigers got to look for something, or this is going to game 5. Durtho almost makes an own goal, but it just gets sent into the corner. Now Crims is playing up in the air. This ball goes down, and we're going to game 5.
Going the distance right now to game 5. What was sort of a little scary for the side of the Broncos.
What is that?
For what?
Look at the total shots.
Yeah, oh, I just saw that right now, yeah. 88% on the side of the Broncos in terms of total shots taken. They're definitely, yeah, not only statistically, but also feeling-wise, visually as well, the way I looked at it. It definitely felt that way. There was not nearly as much pressure as Mizzou was sort of putting on beforehand as well. And I feel like they necessarily didn't put a whole lot of pressure in the beginning in terms of total shots on net. I feel like they were very efficient with their shots. When they took shots, it was either very close or they ended up making it anyway, whereas the Broncos take a multitude of shots, and eventually they're going to find a couple of those eventually. But it's not that bad of a strategy because, you know, the more you shoot, the more chance you have to make it, right?
You miss 100% of the shots you take.
Yeah,
Speaking of 100%,
100% of the shots
I don't
want
I don't want to be a stickler, but 13 plus 88 is 101. Not 100. That was the percentages. Okay. And Instinct just gets a goal in 4 seconds because I talk about the most pointless thing.
a little bit off our percentages. Instinct taking the shot choice wisely. Seeing the micromanagement of the enemy car, able to put it the other side. They thought it was going to shoot left. Instinct has been shooting inside instead. That's the beat. Exos there is going to be able to get it. Instinct's on one right now. As in Game 5, Dirtho's looking to put another one on the board there. He's able to get his Crim's going to save, but Gil might be doing it. Exos with an in-and-out save. Instinct to put it right back on the backboard as well. This could be another shot if it's for the side of the Broncos. It's not, as Warp's going to get it over one. Exos sending over the head of Instinct as well. Now it's Gil, you have to make some defensive plays. Stops off the ceiling right there. Almost a dangerous shot for the side of Crims. Now the ball over to the right side, entering blue side territory. Exos going to have to make a stop to the play. Are they going to be able to get the second touch? They're able to pinch it, putting Instinct in a little bit awkward position. Crim's going to get a 50. This could be dangerous out of Warp. Oh, but Gil is able to get a 50 right off the start of it. And from the midfield, too. Absolutely nobody in the back half for Mizzou.
Yeah, definitely punishing an overcommit. Gil gets the goal. And with 50 seconds about played, that is a good start for the Broncos. Already up 2-0. I completely forgot about that 4-second goal. It happened so fast. Now Warp is playing along, trying to score a goal here, but Dirtho is just following it across. Excel bounces across the corner for Crims, but Instinct's able to make the save. Excel once again gonna try and set up Crims once again. This time it is successful.
Crims waiting in a perfect spot. Exos putting it right on Crim's nose right here. Beautiful shot taken. Nevertheless, the Broncos still have the lead right now at a 2-1 with about under 4 minutes remaining. Feeling the pressure a little bit, but still have the lead here. Just need to keep the play style the same. Can't do much for it. The Warp's going to get a big beat on Instinct. Gil's going to have to travel back a bit. Going to have to face Crims here on the wall. Just get a 50. Just put position out a little bit. Exhaust able to get round one. Crims gets a demo. But nevertheless, Dirtho's going to be able to rotate some time. Now Gil's going to get beat. Now going to have to beat Worship here to the boost. Worship's going to get, or Warp's going to get the boost. Dirtho's going to make a miss on the ball on the sidewall here, giving Exos and Crims a lot of time. Crims get beat over Instinct, still having possession. Dirtho the challenge off the wall towards the ceiling, still sticking with the ball from the 50 win. Now it's Exos off the ceiling, trying to beat one, does get the beat, still sticking with it. Instinct down, looking a little bit too passable, and Crims is waiting shallow midfield. Found their positioning, they're able to convert a goal for it.
Yeah, Crims just bounces the ball down. Instinct just doesn't find the save there. That was game of inches right there, and we'll have to see who wins this 50 coming out with 2 minutes. You got to think about a score reset. 3 minutes left to play. Dirtho does find a nice demo on Crims. Gil maybe makes an opportunity. No, it just gets sent over to the corner. Crims knocks it back into the goal, but it's a nice deflect. And now we have Crims and Gil, but Gil wins the 50. Warp and Instinct battling it out. Instinct sends it across. Crims is going vertical, and Gil's going to try and find contact. This ball is bouncing up into the air. Excel and Dirtho battling it out once again, and we have a mutual demo here. It will be a little bit of a 2v2 until those boosts reset. And we have Dirtho sending it back across the blue side. Gets cleared, but then Gil makes a shot, but it's definitely too high. Sent over to the blue side corner. Dirtho battles it out with Ward. Excel is going to try and make a shot. Gil clears it, sends it back across.
Dirtho off the sidewall here, getting a good solid touch here. Has the flip reset, sends out the backboard though. Sauce is going to be able to clear it here. Gil is going to have to flip. And get backwards. Flip back. It's a beautiful one down the sidewall here. Just under 2 minutes remaining here at a score tie line. Dirtho get one soft touch, still sticking with the ball, trying to keep it away from his corner piece. Ends up in the blue corner nonetheless. Gil will try and take a shot, trying to get the follow-up off the ceiling. Instinct to follow up with a shot. Saved by Warp. Exhaust able to get a beat on one off the sidewall. Gil and Exhaust 50 on it. Warp now the flip reset. On the sidewall here. Instinct keeping control. So sticking with it, get a little bit of pinch here. 100 boost inside of you. Instinct's going to get the demo on exhaust. Gil now trying to play around one. Dirt though off the sidewall. Gets the flip reset. Still sticking with it. Gets the beat on one. There was the double touch, but it just has happened. Exhaust gets a save and get another clear here. Instinct with the pass down to Gil in shallow offensive side. Not able to do it once again. Mizzou defense is really coming out for clutch right now as we enter just about under a minute territory.
Broncos and Tigers, two fierce animals battling it out. I gotta stop saying battling. They are duking it out as we have 50 seconds remaining, 45 seconds. Dirt though doesn't find contact, but this maybe is a setup for Instinct, but Crims knocks the ball away. Gil maybe tries to pass it over to Dirt though, who sends it, but now they have to defend their goal, the Broncos. Gil's gonna try once again, but again, Crims puts a stop to that. Gil knocking this ball over to the Broncos corner. We have 3 Broncos defenders. Instinct is playing vertical, is passing back and forth, makes a nice little bit of a juke. And Excel sending it over to the Broncos corner once again, beats out Instinct. Ball gets sent over to the midfield, but still on the Broncos corner.
No!
You gotta be kidding me!
Oh, no way. What a super unfortunate. Oh, no. Warp makes a touch, trying to put it on target with the sidewall there. And Gil finds himself in an unfortunate position, involuntarily puts a shot on net, and on the last seconds here, it touches ground, and that's going to be the game point match win for Mizzou as they're going to take game number 5. And it's Mizzou that in the NACE tournament is going to be walking away with an undefeated record so far. Heading into playoffs, their seeding is going to be a little better. They're going to move forward a little stronger. Their heads up, and they're feeling good. They did catch a break, to be honest. I don't think they earned that goal.
Yeah, can I see the script real quick for, for the match?
The writers, what are you doing, guys?
Right, come on. Don't make it so cliche.
Yeah, come on. That's just, everyone expects that one to happen. Nevertheless, GG's to Mizzou. They end up walking away with it. Do I think that was 100% deserved goal? Not entirely. I think that was definitely luck that got onto it. Definitely would have gone OT.
All right. Let's contain the salt.
Yeah. All right. You're right. I gotta relax. But nevertheless, Idle Army National Guard is a proud supporter of Boise City Esports. Top plays are presented by the Idle Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical skills into real time with more than 10 jobs offering a 20K bonus and a degree of your choice paid for. The Idle Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out to them at iGuard Twitch. Or iGuard Gaming on Twitch. Mix it up a little bit, but you know what I mean. Nonetheless, the Broncos' regular season ends out for the side of the NACE, but it's not over yet as we are most certainly destined for the playoffs going into it. And we do have a couple of the teams here, teams like West Virginia, St. Clair, Shane. We have Oakland, we have Northwood, Oklahoma Christian Valley, Grand Valley, and then I believe the other one that is notable as well is West Virginia that I mentioned before, and then Rochester University, who's a team we've seen in CRL in the past as well. So destined for the playoffs. Do we end off on a one-loss record? Sure. Is it that bad? Not really. At the end of the day, it's winning the playoffs, right? That's what really matters.
Playoffs is the only thing that matters. Nobody remembers how well you performed in the regular season. All they remember is whether you won the finals or not.
Yeah, that's pretty fast. They're always going to remember the finals game over how you played in the regular season. Forget the regular season now. Nobody cares about it as you head into the playoffs. Any player of the game nominations for you?
I'm gonna go with Instinct.
Instinct, yeah. I think mine's gonna be Gil on the side of it. I think Gil had offensive and defensive presence throughout the entire 5 games that we played, and also last series as well. Put up a couple points as well.
I mean, Gil is always the rock of the team, is always the sort of the IGL, but we'll have to see who the player of the game is. And okay. Yeah. All right, we've been conditioned to think that it's always Dirtho, and it is Dirtho because he just makes so many good shots.
Man, the scripts these days.
Writers are getting lazy.
No, but 100% GG's to Dirtho. GG's to everybody that played. Once again, Dirtho always sort of an offensive powerhouse inside of Boise State. The player of the game is brought to you by the Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central is helping members achieve financial success. Dortho is your Idaho Central Credit Union Player of the Game.
Congratulations to Dortho. Definitely has the shots to prove it, but we've only seen Dortho be the Player of the Game like, what, 23,000 times?
I'd say it's solid 65% of the games.
65% of the games, yeah, that sounds about right.
But come on, you see the shots this dude puts on net. You know, some of the stuff he puts on is genuinely kind of insane.
Check his gaming chair.
Yeah, highlight reel. If you could vac ban you, probably would. Gonna be honest. But no, as we end it all out, Broncos end out the series 1-for-1 so far in the regular season, but heading on to playoffs. Anything final notes to end off before we wrap up?
That final goal, man, I was not expecting it. I was like, all right, we're gonna have a tense overtime, and then just walk into the goal. That's all I gotta say.
You could see Gil too, like gets the touch, like stops for a second, and you could see like the realization almost of like that didn't just happen.
But it did.
That just happened. Reality tends to suck in that fashion, but yeah. So, and then this is the one for the end of it all. This is the end of the stream. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We're gonna leave you with the top 5 plays of the game, which are presented by the Idaho NACE Shooter Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 jobs, offering a 20K bonus and a degree of your choice paid for it. The Idaho NACE Shooter Guard is the best team out there for you. Go ahead and reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. We're going to leave you the top 5 plays of the game. Have a good rest of your night. See ya. Gets the reset on the ceiling, but is blocked out by Sharks on the backboard.
And with 15 seconds approaching, well, as I say that, Instinct just shows off, gets a hat trick, and that's going to pretty much write this first game here in this series. Yeah, and the goal defense just wasn't able to get there. Are going to want to go 2-0 up. The Warriors are going to want to tie it up, and we see Shark and Instinct battling it out, but Gil finds the opening.
Instinct now representing the Dominus Gang as well. With the White Zombas, Gil's going to find just a little bit of a bouncing shot there to get it. To get this final countdown from 8 seconds. Gil's going to get a big clear. Sharks to stop it, and Dortho with the midfield waiting for the pass from Gil. Looks like they're going to put an end to Westcliffe's dreams to tie up this game.
Hey, with 5 seconds, anything's possible, man. Opportunity. The ball goes wide, and Gil goes wide. Now XL might have an open goal. Just gets it.
Unfortunate mistake here by the side of Gil there. He was going to be the one to take advantage of it. As this game was tied up there, he was going to take back.
We have 2 defenders doubling up. Instinct makes the clear, sends it over to the blue side. That's a good shot, and Dortho will actually follow it up.
How is Google lead here? I think able to make something happen in the air there. Dortho with the redirect. Going to catch the defender a little off guard here.